Hi, everybody. Welcome to It's a Power Flow Restore. There we go. My name is Amy Conn. I'm here with Mosaic Yoga here at the beautiful Coffee Roasters, Public Coffee Roasters plant. So thank you for showing. I appreciate you so much. All right, we're going to begin standing. Today we're going to be working with balance poses, foundation, and balance, building ourselves up from the ground up. Okay, I'm happy to have you here. Let's just take our hands at heart space and put your feet at hip bone distance, and then pressing down with all 10 toes. So spreading your toes and then pressing them down into the earth. Great. All right, what I want you to do is just kind of find your breath, inhale and exhale, and even them out. Find the earth, feel the ground below you, and then you're just going to be anatomically building yourself up from the ground up to the sky. Pressing down with all 10 toes. Now I want you to find the four corners of your feet. So the two front, like on the pads of your feet, and then the two outer edges of your heel, and then the inner and outer edges of your foot, and then the outer edges of your other foot. And just kind of rock back and forth and side to side, and just kind of feel the earth below you. Nice work. Okay, as you feel the earth below you, allow it to provide you feedback. So, are you rolling your ankles out? Supination. Are you rolling your ankles in? Pronation. Are you pressing down evenly through the four corners of your feet? Great. Stacking your knees above your ankles, your hips above your knees, your shoulders above your hips. Closing your eyes or taking a soft gaze and feel the earth below you. Attach your breath work to your foundation. As you inhale, feel the earth. As you exhale, feel the crown of your head. Inhale, exhale. So your body is connected through your breath between the earth and ether, between the earth and the sky. Once you feel the ground below you, you are centered. You're finding your foundation. You are present. Okay, now we can begin our practice. All right, so what I want you to do is come to the top of your mat. We're going to begin with just a soft flow. So again, finding the ground below you, inhaling up, exhaling, coming forward, inhaling long back, exhaling forward fold. Just some soft movements. Reverse your swan dive. Just coming into your breath and some beginner flow. Inhale up, exhale swan dive, inhale extension, exhale forward bend, inhale up, exhale hands to heart space. Two more times in just the flow. Inhale up, exhale swan dive, inhale extension, exhale forward bend, inhale up, exhale hands to heart. One more time. Inhale up, exhale swan dive, inhale extension, exhale forward bend, inhale up, exhale, hands to heart space. Nice. Okay, we're going to build upon that. Inhale up, exhale, Inhale. Exhale. This time I want you to plant your hands on the yoga mat, step back into a full plank. In full plank, again, we're building the foundation from stacking your shoulders above your wrists. Your heels are pressing back. You're tucking your tailbone ever so slightly. Draw your core in. And if you're prepared, let's take a chaturanga, coming down towards the mat. Inhale up, rolling the shoulders upon your back. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. In down dog, let's just bicycle out our heels, walking the dog. Just feeling the movement, feeling one extension of the hamstring and then the other. Drawing your belly in and up. You can bend your knees. Walking forward. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale up. Okay, we're going to begin this part again, or continue with it, with the chaturanga. Move your body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Plant your hands. Jump or step back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Rolling over the toes. Exhale. Walking the dog. Stepping forward. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart space. I'd like you to do this 2 more times, just warming up your body, connecting your breath with the movement. So your movement initiates and completes with breath. Have the breath to movement process continue throughout this entire flow. Extension, inhale. Exhale, forward bend. One more time, inhale up, forward bend. Inhale, plant your hands, jump or step back. Inhale, exhale, inhale up. Once we have completed this beginning flow, we're going to build upon that. We know that we have that continuation, that flow with breath to movement. So when we build upon it, I want you to remember that when you extend your body, you inhale. When you contract your body, you exhale. Okay, we're going to be getting the balance poses after we do this secondary extension of our flow. So let's follow along. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Plant your hands. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, here's where we're beginning. I want you to extend your right leg. I want you to reach back with that extended leg. With your standing leg, you can bend that knee. Reach back with this extended leg, toes down, as if you're putting a footprint onto the wall behind you. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Exhale, extend. Oop. And then bring that knee in between your hands. Inhale up. Crescent lunge. This in itself is a balancing pose. I like to put my feet at railroad tie distance. So imagine that you're on a railroad tracks. Inhale up. Feeling the balance and feeling the earth below you. Feel the balance. Extend actively through your fingers. Exhale, come forward. We're going to do a chaturanga once again. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the second leg. Reach back. Contract. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Bringing that foot forward in between your hands, coming into your balance pose. Active fingers, rooting down through your feet into the ground, reaching up. Exhale, come forward, plant your hands, full plank. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. Cycle out. Okay, we're going to be repeating this one more time in your downward facing dog. I want you to come into your dog, pressing down with your fingers, extending through your right leg. Extending through your right leg, squaring your hips, having your toes come down towards the ground. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, contract. One last time. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, contract, and then bring it forward in between your hands. Inhale up to crescent lunge. Feel the foundation. Feel the sturdiness, the steadiness of this pose. Inhaling up. Exhale, come down, chaturanga. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step all the way through crescent lunge. Reaching up. Rooting down. Exhale, come all the way down. Come out to chaturanga one more time. Inhale into your heart space. Exhale, child's pose. Wide knee child's pose. When you're in child's pose, I want your hips, your sits bones, to go as far down towards your heels as possible. Widen your knees. Have your big toes touch. Rest your belly in between your inner thighs. Allow your body to breathe on through your back. Allow the rise and fall of your lungs to expand your back muscles and contract. Inhale, broaden your muscles by using your lungs on your back. Exhale, contract. Good. Remember, our body is three-dimensional. Our lungs are just not on the front, but they're on the back and the sides. Good. Coming up into kneeling pose. Then all fours. And we're going to begin the beginning portion of our balance. Okay, so pressing down onto all fours. Our hands are below our shoulders and our knees are below our hips. I want you to extend long with your left leg and your right arm. All right, looking down, taking a drishti. A drishti is like a focal point. Staring at something that is not moving, it will help you focus on your movement of your body rather than movement of what's external. Turning your drishti in. Extending long with your fingertips and the heel of your left foot. Great. Coming out to the side. Extending long once again. Planting that right hand, and then kickstanding this right leg off the mat to the side, like a kickstand. Inhale up. Having your left eye of the elbow by your left ear. Really reaching long. Great. Bend your left knee, grab onto your left ankle. Push the foot into the hand. Push the foot actively into the hand, letting it open up the psoas, the hip flexor. Breathing into your heart space. Flexing that foot. Reaching back, extending long. Plant the hands. Come to all fours again. This time, extending the left leg up, finding it with your right hand. Right hand comes back, proprioceptively finding that foot in space, and then pushing the foot into the hand again, opening up your right shoulder. Pressing the foot into the hand, breathing into the heart space. Extending long once again, and then resuming hands and knees. Come down into child's pose. In child's pose, find your breath. Find your exhalation, find your inhalation. Focus on having your breath become even and equal in duration, in velocity, in intensity. If it takes 5 counts to fill up your lungs on an inhalation, I'd like you to try to have you exhale for the same 5 counts. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. All right, let's go to the other side. Planting hands and knees. Extending left arm and right leg. Again, finding sturdy foundation. So you are extending long through your fingers and extending long through that right foot. The hand that is on the ground, spread the fingers, widen the base. Reach back. Focus with your drishti on the mat below you. Have your hands go to the side and your leg go to the side. Flexing the foot, active fingers. Extend long. Plant the hand, kickstand the foot out. Inhale the right side of the body. Reach back to the right foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Bow the body. Breathe into the heart space. Still try to keep your even and equal breath. Extend long. Exhale, plant the hands. All right. Proprioceptively, find that left foot with your right hand. Kick the foot. Open up your heart space. Release, extend long. Exhale, plant the hand and the knee. Come into child's pose. In child's pose, find your breath. Breathe into your back body. As your nervous system gets activated, your body begins to heat up, your breath may become shortened or uneven. That is when I really want you to focus on your breath. It is during those times when you're feeling anxious or you're feeling challenged that you find your breath, and through the difficulty, you breathe through it. And the breath is that connective link that takes you from one sensation to another sensation. That breath link helps you to get from this sense of not being comfortable to this sense of being comfortable. Use your breath. All right, coming up to hero's pose again. Pushing down through your hands and downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to extend our balance once again. This time I want you to extend your left leg back. Exhale, let's bring it forward in between our hands. Setting up our pose in this high runner's lunge. And then I want you to extend that left arm out about a foot and reach that right leg up. We're going to come into half moon pose. In half moon pose, I want you to flex that right leg, opening up your hip, stacking your right hip above your left hip. Inhale up. All right? You can bend this standing leg and then extend it. Bend and extend. And like we did on hands and knees, I challenge you, are you able to find that foot and push the foot into the hand, opening up your heart space? You may want to bend that foundational leg, perfectly fine. A lot of our poses are intended to be modified. Modify so you are able to be in the pose in a comfortable way. I don't want you to practice frustration or pain. I want you to practice feeling like you are able to accomplish it. Release the leg, extend your hand up, and then root that hand. So now we are coming into a one-legged forward bend or a standing split. Extend that right leg up towards the sky and then crunch it in. Extend long, crunch it in. Extend long. Finding variations on this pose, you can take your left hand behind your left quad or calf, extending long with that right leg up towards the sky. Crunch it in, and then place that foot beside your left foot. Inhale, long back, spinal extension. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, up. Great job. All right, we're gonna do it on the other side. Okay. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. Jump or step back. Let's do a chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg. Extend long with that right leg. Plant the foot in between your hands into this high runner's lunge. Feel the earth below you. You may want to push off with this left leg. That will help catapult you ever so slightly towards your half moon pose. Find a spot on the ground with your right hand, about a foot in front, and then extend your left leg long. This is where you begin to open up your hip. Your foot is flexed, so the toes are pointing out, perpendicular to the ground. Reaching back with that left leg, finding your balance. For me, a half moon pose is like that teapot pose. So I like to have energy coming out of the top of my head, extends my spine, reaches out through the sole of my foot. Extend your left arm up. You can also bend that standing leg. Go ahead and proprioceptively find that left foot, pushing the left foot into the hand. Release, coming into a one-legged forward bend, or what's called standing split. Crunch it in, extend up. Crunch it in, extend up. One more time. You can take your right hand to the back of your calf and then plant that foot beside the next. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. That was great. Finding your footing. At the beginning of the class, we found the four corners of our feet. Go ahead and find that again. Feel the earth below you. Feel the four corners of your feet. Even if you want to rock back and forth or side to side, find it. Is it easier now? Now that you've challenged it with a balanced pose or a balanced series, is it easier to find your foundation? All right. We're going to do one more round of balanced poses, and then we're going to come into our restore portion of the class. Okay, finding your footing. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart space. Okay, this next part is going to be a balanced pose where we are opening up our side body. Inhale, up. I want you to make the pointy fingers like a rocket ship up, and then reach over. As you stretch over to one side, you're going to unweight the inner foot. So you're going to reach up, not collapse, extend long, extend up and over. Can you unweight that inner foot? And then relax, come down, realign your body, bringing your hands to heart space. It's a little challenging and a little cattywampus, but you can do it. Wonderful work. Let's try it on the other side. Inhaling up, Finding those pointy fingers. Extend up and over. Can you unweight that inner foot? Finding a drishti here is also important. And then coming out of the pose, hands to heart space. That was great. Okay, come down into the mat and lay on your back. You may be wondering what this is. It's my little fan. Because it's so warm. Okay, these can be purchased on Amazon or Target. All right. We're going to do a little bit of core work before we come completely into restore. Laying on your back. Hugging your right knee in towards your chest. Extending long with your left leg. Hug your left knee into your chest, extending long with your right leg. Come back to the right leg, and then I want you to tabletop that right leg. So your left leg is still hovering above the ground, but extended long, okay? All right, now what I want you to do is take your right hand and press it onto your quad, and your left hand and press it on top of that right hand. Now your back is gonna wanna arch away, and I want you to push that back into the mat. Push into the right quad pushes back. This develops your core very strongly. Draw your belly button down to your spine. Extend long with your left heel. Push into your right quad continuously, and that quad pushes back. I want you to push continuously. Draw your belly button down. Be cautious of that lower back, extending long with that left heel. Good job. Keep breathing, keep pushing, keep drawing down, keep extending. Switching sides. Extend long with the right leg, taking your left hand, push it into the quad, right hand on top of the left. As you continuously push, you activate your belly to draw down into the mat. Extend long with the right leg. Push, push, extend. Draw down. Push, push, extend, draw down. That was very good. Did you? I don't know if anybody heard me, but I went, It's definitely a sensation. Okay, extend your legs up towards the sky. And I would like you to take the belly, hold, basket weave your hands, hold the belly of your left leg, extend long with your right leg. As you pull your the belly of your left quad towards you, I want that leg to push away. Then take your shoulders and wrap them around your spine and push them into the mat. This is a great stabilization pose, pushing the leg into the hands back into the leg, rolling the shoulders onto the mat, extending long through the right leg, extending up towards the ceiling with the left leg, drawing the belly down. Super pose. Switching sides, weaving your hands behind the belly of the right leg, extend long with the left, pushing the quad or the belly of the quad or the thigh into the hands back shoulders wrapped around your spine, and onto the mat. Extending long in opposite directions or perpendicular directions with and through your heels. And then hug both knees into your chest. Great. One more core bit before we begin the complete restore part. I want you to take your hands in this spade or diamond formation and place it under your sacrum. Extend your legs long, supporting your back. Lower your legs. Activate your toes. Hover them above the ground without arcing your back. Knees in. I think James calls these in, up, down. Something highly technical like that. Anyway, the point is clear. In, up, and the slower you go, the better. Do 5 of these. Two. 3, 4, last one. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend your right leg, half happy baby. Grabbing the outer edges of your left foot. Just kind of be here for a moment. Let's feel the stretch. Let's feel the opening. You've warmed up your body through breath work. You've warmed up your body through power pose, this power flow. Now it's time to cool off your body, but your body is more open or more prepared, relaxed to extend long, stretch. You've had a morning of your night is often constricting your body, so your morning is all about opening up your body. But let's do it gently. Half happy baby. This right hand can extend out and up as the left knee comes in towards your armpit. I like to keep this right leg still activated, so I'm reaching through my heels. Taking this left leg, extending it long to the side. Opening up. Try to encourage this right hip to remain on the ground. Extend long. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky. If this is not possible, you cannot hold the bottom of your foot, please use a tie or a belt or a strap to secure around that left foot so you can guide your foot and support your leg. If you don't have any of those things, go ahead and you need to bend your leg. That's perfectly fine. Just support the leg with your hands at any part of this leg. Again, I'm not ignoring this right leg. This right leg is still extended long and still active. Listen to your body. That breath practice that we began at the beginning of class is something that we're continuing with throughout the duration of this class. Find your breath. We're going to take this left leg now and cross it. So I like to pivot my hips over to the left side of the mat, and then I cross this leg. This arm, my right arm, is going to act as a kickstand as I extend long with my right leg and my left leg. I open up, both shoulders on the mat. I'm looking in the opposite direction of the left extended leg. Draw in with my belly. Breathing. Extend long up towards the ceiling. And lower that left leg. For a moment, feel the left side of your body and compare it to the right. For a moment, feel the left leg. How does it compare to the right leg? Do you feel a difference? Taking the right leg, hugging it in, and then grabbing onto the outer edge of that right foot, coming into half happy baby. Draw down the right knee into the right armpit, extending long through this left leg. As it hovers above the ground, extend long through it. This right knee into the right armpit, the foot parallel to the ceiling. Draw down, extend long. Without rushing into the next pose, without anticipating the next pose, can you be in this pose? Can you feel your body in this pose? Can you breathe evenly and equally in this pose? Extending long by supporting the leg, pushing the leg into the hands back into the leg, rolling the shoulder blades around the spine and onto the mat. Stabilizing that hip joint. Reaching up and extending through the heels. Both heels. One towards the wall and one towards the ceiling. If extending your legs is not possible, then bend your knee. Don't worry about that. If you are not able to hold onto the leg and you would prefer to use a strap, go ahead and do that. All right, holding on to the outer edge of that right foot or right leg at the calf or the shin level, open up to the right side. I like to remind myself to keep this left hip onto the mat, so sometimes I put my hand on it to remind it to not roll over, to not give into the movement. Opening up. Now my extension, my hamstring may be a little tighter on this right side. So as I extend long, I'm going to listen to it. I'm not going to overextend. Again, we don't want to practice in pain. We don't want to practice in suffering. We want to go to our edge, breathe through it, see if we can go a little bit farther. But we are not going to pain and then suffering through it. It's not where we want to be. Extending long through both heels. Inhaling that right leg up towards the ceiling. I like to again pivot my hips up and over to the right of the mat as I extend my legs long again and then cross. And as you can see, I'm using this left hand as a kickstand for my right leg. As my right heel extends, now this is a pose that challenges me, so I may want to bend that knee. It's totally up to you. Have my right shoulder come down towards the ground, and I look in the opposite direction of my leg. Inhaling that right leg up towards the ceiling, recentering my hips, holding on to both knees, just rocking side to side. All right, we're going to come into a bit of a bridge pose before we take our final spinal twist and then our long shavasana today. So I want you to imagine that you are Will Robinson's robot, and that, or I should go maybe Star Wars, R2-D2 and C-3PO. Let's do C-3PO. As we have our triceps pressing down into the mat, and then you have these robot arms, and then just for a moment, press down with the back palate of your head and have your heart bow up towards the ceiling. Pressing, you've measured your heels, so your heels are properly spaced. Pressing down, can you bow your heart space? Can you press down with your bottom bones or your sacrum area and the back palate of your head? Can you arch your back towards the ceiling while keeping them still grounded? So I am still making contact with the ground. I haven't yet lifted my hips up, but I am feeling the direction, the momentum, the loading phase of the potential movement. All right, I'm feeling it first. Then I push down through my big toes, the soles of my feet. I adjust with my triceps, and then I come up. So I'm still pressing down with the back palate of my head, but now my hips and sacrum are up off the ground. I'm pushing down with the soles of my feet. I'm bringing the chest closer to my chin. I'm still having that 2-finger space behind my neck. That protects your neck and not flattening out that cervical arc of your spine. Inhale, belly up towards the spine. Sky. Pushing down with your big toes. Exhale, when you come down, this is a back strengthener. When you come down, just have your sacrum come down. You still keep that arc that we were creating at the beginning of this pose. Inhale up. So again, we're doing that breath to body movement. Exhale down. Inhale up. Reach up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. I like to call these bridge ups. Inhale. Exhale. Your inner thighs are going to squeeze in towards each other. As you come up, your triceps are pressing down into the earth. Keep doing this. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then stretch long. That is deceivingly challenging, but it really helps to strengthen your back muscles, which is a part of your core. Remember, we have to think 3-dimensionally: side, front, and back. Extend your arms long. Reach through your heels, the soles of your feet. Diagonally stretch. So I'm going to stretch through my left foot and my right fingers. I'm going to diagonally stretch. And then the other side. Drawing in with the belly. Stretch. Now both arms, both legs. Great. Hugging your knees into your chest. Good. We're going to take our spinal twist. I'm going to again pivot my hips over to the right side of the mat and have my knees come to the left. Both shoulder blades on the mat, looking over my right shoulder. My gaze is in the opposite direction of my knees. Taking 5 breaths in our spinal twist. Sometimes I like to place my hands on my belly and breathe into my belly. Knees up towards the ceiling. Pivot your hips over to the left side of the mat. Have your knees fall to the right. Gaze in the opposite direction, or close your eyes in the opposite direction of your knees. You can take your hands to your belly and breathe into your side belly. 5 breaths. After your 5th breath, come onto your back and stretch long once again, coming into your final resting pose, corpse pose, Shavasana. Feel your body press against the earth. Feel the earth respond by supporting your body. Feel the weight of each pressure point of your back body into the earth. Feel the earth hold you up. Begin to awaken your body by wiggling your fingers and toes. Allow the next exhalation to be deeper and longer than the last one. Slowly roll over to your side and feel the pressure points of your body against the earth in this new position. Listen to your body, breathe. Push down into the ground and slowly roll up into a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Take a good seat. Sitting squarely through your sits bones, elongate your spine, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. Draw your belly in, roll your shoulders back. Feel and sit tall. Inhale your arms up as you breathe in. Press the palms of your hands in towards each other. Exhale, draw your hands down into your heart. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you for coming to class. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Namaste.